Flight Games announced Legacy of Dragonholt, a cooperative narrative adventure game in the Runebound universe. This is the first game to use the Oracle system. Players essentially assume the role of heroes and build their own stories, much like an RPG game, without the need of a game master. The game will be available in stores around Q4 2017. WizKids has announced Approaching Dawn, the Witching Hour, a cooperative game where players are coven members who are bloodbound, meaning that what one witch does affects another member of the coven. This is a mission-based game, and its mission determines the goal of the game. Moreover, if missions are played in order, they unveil a unique story. The game should be available at Gen Con and will hit the stores later this year. Dominion has a new big box expansion coming this October, Dominion Nocturne. This is the 11th expansion to the game, and apparently players become vampires? According to the publisher, there are night cards which are played after the buy phase, heirlooms that replace starting coppers, Fate and Doom cards that give out boons and hexes, and a variety of extra cards that other cards can provide. Whatever that means. White Wolf Entertainment and Drive-Thru RPG launch Storyteller's Vault, a creators' content program for Vampire the Masquerade. Aspiring writers, artists, and game designers can publish their non-canonical tabletop RPG supplements and fiction stories worldwide in the language of their choosing, and making half of the revenue as their royalty. Wizards of the Coast and Catalyst Game Labs debuted Dragonfire, a 2-to-6 player deck-building game set within the exciting world of Dungeons & Dragons at Gen Con 50. Players choose from a number of races while assuming the D&D quintessential party roles and set off to exciting adventures in the Sword Coast and further away while leveling up. The Heroes of the Sword Coast character pack will also be available at Gen Con. Modiphius Entertainment announced the highly anticipated Star Trek Adventures, the role-playing game, the first new Star Trek RPG to release in more than a decade. The game uses the Modiphius 2D20 game system and already has an accompanying line of miniatures, all of which will be on display at Gen Con. After the success of Codenames, CGE strikes Gen Con with another party game, That's a Question. Players take turn creating questions like, which would you miss more if it ceased to exist, mountains or pizza? Everyone else tries to guess what the answer will be. Will it match the hype of Codenames? We will see. Fallout, the well-known video game, now gets a tabletop version by Fantasy Flight Games. This is a post-nuclear adventure board game where players build their skills and fill their inventory. In the meantime, the area's warring factions will gain power, forcing the players to pledge royalty or defy conformity, all in pursuit of gaining the most influence of anyone else in the wasteland. Did you enjoy Terra Mystica? Here comes its sequel, Gaia Project. Z1 Games will have the game available for preview at Gen Con and will release it later this year. In Gaia Project, up to 4 players forge their galactic empires by claiming new planets, increasing your resource production and developing new technologies to help their faction colonize distant planets before their rivals. Fantasy Flight Games kind of monopolized this week as it also announced Twilight Imperium 4. The company has kept the great feel of the game, added great new graphics and components, and tweaked some game mechanisms like trade, technology, PSD units, the Imperial Strategy card, and others. The game will be released in Q4 2017.